हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग। मेरे लोग आप थोड़ा सा मैंने नाम कुंवर सिंह लिखा है अपना। कुंवर सिंह लिखा है ना। चलिए, थैंक यू सर। हमारे पास में काम तुरंत हो जाता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। हेलो हेलो बेटा जयशंकर। मानसा गुड मॉर्निंग। गुड मॉर्निंग दीपक। दीपक गुड मॉर्निंग। गुड मॉर्निंग अजीत बेटा। Sir, you told that I will tell them to. Yeah, I will, sir. I will. Thanks for reminding me. Tejasvi, good morning, beta. Good morning, Maruti. I am seeing your name first time, I think. Rishit, again, I am seeing your name first time. Good morning, Rishit. Welcome to the class. Novanand, good morning, beta. Good morning, Shanvi. Good morning, Hanok. Good morning. Very good morning to all of you. Good morning, Vani. Good morning, Yashwant. Shubhodyanam. Right? Am I correct? Yashwant, good morning. Shubhodyanam. Good morning, Tarun. Good morning, Raju. Good morning, beta. Chatur, good morning. No, yeah, there will be no class for MPC. Okay, I think this is self-explanatory. You use your mind and try to take decisions. Either sir, good morning, right? Accordingly, you take decision what you have to do after this class. So I think MPC students will be very happy today, right? They will be very happy. They are getting free earlier. Plan your studies accordingly. Good morning, beta. Good morning, Jayshankar. Son, when will you start? Beta, your syllabus has been already started, Jayshankar. There will be no announcement like that your movie is releasing on this date. It is already started. You just keep doing the practice. Okay. So there will be no definite line. It's a continuous process. Vijay Kumar, good morning. Stop asking such kind of questions, beta. When will the syllabus start? It is already started. You just practice. You focus that everything is whatever we are teaching. It is only for 11th and 12th, right? But we are covering from the basic. So we will be covering all the basic concepts. Okay. So that you will not be facing any issues in 11th or 12th topics. Yeah, books. Beta, which book do you want? Are we not providing you sufficient material? I will be discussing today. Do not worry. Okay, I will be discussing regarding books and material. I will be discussing. Sir, for writing notes, we should keep new. Yeah, you should have a separate notebook for each subject. You should have a separate notebook for each subject. Yeah, I will sure. I will be discussing yesterday's question. See, in chemistry, you are going to study 3 topics. In chemistry, there will be 3 things, 3 subtopics. One part is physical chemistry. Physical. Okay. So next 3-4 months, you will devote here only. There will be topics in 11th as well, 12th. 11th in 12th as well regarding physical chemistry. Then there will be topic regarding organic, or we can say inorganic. There will be some topic regarding inorganic chemistry. Then the other vertical is organic chemistry. So you have to make a fine balance. Good morning, Bhavya. You have to make a fine balance between all three. You have to make a fine balance between all these three things, right? So I will be discussing it, Hinduja. Just hold on, right? So there will be three subtopics. One is physical, other one is inorganic, other is organic chemistry. In this topic, see, you cannot ask me different what topic. You do not worry. Just wait for. Have I finished with this thing? I am just trying to explain some how you are going to study chemistry, right? So just wait for a few minutes, Hanok. Physical chemistry, there will be two. You will be studying few topics in 11th and few in 12th. Okay, in 11th, if we say, as Hanok is asking, he is having no patience. He just want to know everything on this moment, right? So there is one mole concept. There is atomic, gaseous, chemical equilibrium, ionic, thermodynamics and thermochem. You do not need to write all this. You just listen the names. That these some topic, thermodynamics, thermochemistry. If you can go after the class and see your index of your NCERT or state board book. You will be able to figure out all. You will be able to find out these topics. Mole concept, atomic, gaseous, chemical, ionic, thermo. Then there will be another topic, redox or mole concept 2. It is mole concept 2. So these topics you will be covering in 11th class. These topics are of 11th. 12th, I think we do not need to discuss it right now. So these are some topics. First one is mole concept. Other one is atomic. Next is gaseous. In between, there will be some inorganic topic. Periodic properties regarding to periodic table. So it is periodic properties. Then other one is chemical bonding. Then other one is S block. So these three topics and P block. Some part of P block we will be studying in 11th only. So these are some topics. You do not need to write it, just listen it. Just try to understand that this is how we are going to cover our syllabus, and these are some important topics which we will be discussing, so that you should not feel like alien. Okay, so mole concept, atomic, gases, you can see there are many chapters in physical chemistry, so it has huge weightage. And in all the topics to solve the problem, you will be requiring this. Good morning, beta Niharika. In all the topics you will be requiring mole concept, which we are discussing right now. So you do not need to ask question again and again when we are going to start inter syllabus. So there will be no grand opening or some ceremony that yes, we have started with 11th and 12th. It's a continuous process, beta. We have already discussed few things of 11th. Okay, so just have patience, try to solve problems. Okay, so that, and try to revise things. Okay, beta Jai Shankar. So these are some topics I have already told you. Then in organic chemistry, you will understand some basic organic concept. We call it general organic chemistry. Then isomerism, and then another concept is hydrocarbon. So these are three topics. You can see in 11th class, physical chemistry is going to dominate you. And along with that, there will be introduction of inorganic chemistry. As well as organic chemistry. But in 12th, you are going to study organic as well as inorganic with more number of weightage. So in 12th, these become very important. In 11th, it is dominating. So there is a huge syllabus for physical chemistry. Okay. So these are some topics which we are going to cover, right? I think everything is clear. Now, after seeing the topics, let us also understand which books we are going to cover or follow. So for physical chemistry, I will suggest you to not purchase any book. You are not supposed to purchase any book for physical chemistry. Whatever we are telling you, you just need to do is problem solving. In this thing, in physical chemistry, you are supposed to do problem solving. It is regarding problem solving, beta. Basically, there will be some concept. Okay, very few concepts. Each chapter will be having 2 or 3, 4, 5 concepts. Then there will be some very important formulas. You need to remember these formulas and to solve the problem. As I have told you that problem solving is very important. That is, it is going to be, the nature of physical chemistry is going to be numerical. So they are going to ask a lot of numerical questions, right? To solve these questions, you must be well behaved with the unit and dimension. So you should understand what will be the unit of anything. So whatever we are going to cover, pressure, volume, anything, weight, so such thing, you should know what will be the unit of such thing, right? So you should understand in physical chemistry what will be your planning. As you have to solve problems, so you should be well versed with formulas. You should understand what are formulas. There will be 4 or 5 concepts, a very easy concept. Focus on those things and try to solve the formulas. Now there will be 1 or 2 derivation that we will also see. In inorganic chemistry, we will come later. So there was one announcement, there will be no physics class. There will be no physics class, and at the same time you are going to have bio class. So the students of biophysics and chemistry, they should not leave the class after this. They should stay and attend the biology class. Okay. Rahi baat on coming to organic chemistry. On coming to organic chemistry, there will be concepts, big concepts. There will be some big concepts. Big. Okay, some mechanism, big mechanisms or some important things. There will be total 5 to 10 as like 6 to 8 big concepts. Then under these concepts, there will be some sub concepts. Okay, just listen it. You do not need to write it all. You do not need to write everything. And then there will be some name reaction. There will be some name reaction under organic chemistry. So you just need to remember all these things. Some reagents that on adding this compound converted from X to Y, right? On adding this compound. So this is reagent. If you add this into the compound, its nature will change. Okay. So these are something which you are going to study in organic. So basically in this, you need to you need to analyze, and little bit you need to learn it. You need to memorize. So here it comes both problem solving as well as learning. So here your memory, the memory will be tested over here. How good you are at memorizing thing. Okay. And logically how you can solve it. So in this case, both part will be there. In inorganic chemistry, if you want to do good, there will be no numericals. Lot of reactions, but there will be few concepts. So in this case, you need to have memorize more. Your memory part will play an important role in inorganic chemistry, right? So there will be some basic thing which you need to know, like I have told you, symbols of some important elements. You need to know what are the symbols, what are their atomic number, what are their mass number. So it will be required here in this thing. So if you see any element, the mass number is going to play a role in physical chemistry. But if you see the atomic number, it will have significant role in inorganic and organic. So atomic number will be very important when we will be discussing inorganic and organic. Without discussing element, you will not be able to understand anything. So you have to learn day by day few important elements. Okay, is that okay with everyone? Is that okay? So as I am saying, you do not require any book. You do not require any book in physical chemistry. You just need to have some book in which problems are given or numericals are given. So purchase any book. Right now, I will be telling you which book you should buy. Okay. So right now you do not worry about it. Just solve DPPs, and the booklet previous year questions. So one thing is important, that numerical. So you should have one book for numerical, that I will be telling you, okay, in 5-10 classes. Here also, you should not require any book. You should not require any book. But in this case, I will strongly recommend you to read NCERT. You need to read NCERTs. They will provide beta. You ask them, they will provide. Okay, you do not need to purchase any extra book. That's what I am saying. Okay. In organic chemistry, read NCERTs. You have to read NCERTs from 11th and 12th also. Okay, so in 11th you need to read periodic properties, then S block, P block, chemical bonding, right? So when we will be starting chapter, you try to read read some topics before coming to the class. In organic chemistry, I would suggest for 11th, do not read. You can if you want to, then you can also read NCERT if you have time. But for 12th, because you have to appear for the board, for 12th, you need to read NCERTs. These are very nice. Okay, these are very nice. If you are belonging to mains, advanced, whichever or NEET, you need to go through these things. Again, I will be asking you to purchase a book for organic chemistry also. Okay, either they will be providing or through the library. So some books will be there. So I am again telling you, right now you do not require any extra book. Just try to focus, read more, read whatever we are providing you, read notes provided by respective sirs, and solve the problems given by us, right? So this was all about chemistry, right? Just remember, there will be 3 parts. Each part will have a separate strategy. Whole chemistry, complete chemistry will not be understood in a same manner, right? You will be having different strategy, right? That will help you. So in the notes given by me, there is one, I have written somewhere at mass number. There is some table. Okay, where is atomic mass? I have written mass number. I think just a second. Just a second, beta. There is a table in which sodium, magnesium, and these are given, right? So I have written here mass number, then I have written atomic mass, and then gram atomic mass, right? Gram atomic mass. So all these things are okay. There is nothing wrong in this. But I have written here sodium 11, then here 11 AMU, and there 11 gram. So you correct it. It is not 11, it is 23. It is again 23 AMU. And it is 23 gram. Just make a correction. If you go through the notes, you will find out I have made a table in which few elements are enlisted. So in that I have wrongly written the mass of sodium, right? So do you understand what is mass number? Do you understand the difference between mass number and atomic mass and gram atomic mass? Any one of you? Yes or no? Just answer. Give me the answer, yes or no. You do not understand the Maruti? Yes, okay. So let me tell you, if there is any element 11, 23, what this tells? This tells number of nucleons. This tells number of nucleons. So this is nothing but mass number is number of nucleons. Okay, it is nothing but. See, you need to write the things which is taught over here. Okay, which is taught over here. You have to write that notes. You do not need to copy each and everything of the note. So write whatever is taught over here. Okay, I have started giving you time to write. For mg it will be 12 beta, 24 AMU and 24 gram. Also correct for mg. Someone is telling you, Deepak, right? Aluminium, it is also wrong given for aluminium. So I will correct it. I think I have written maximum of them wrong. So I will give you again that, because I do not know silicon, phosphorus, all of them are given wrong. So I will correct it. Do not worry, I will correct it and resend it. Yes, I have given atomic number in place of atomic mass. So do not worry. Okay, mass number is nothing but number of nucleons. It is nothing but number of nucleons. Then atomic mass is what? Mass of one atom. It is, we can say, mass of one atom. As the mass of one atom is very small, the mass of one atom is very small, so it will be represented in terms of AMU. Gram atomic mass, it is mass of 1 mole of atom. So you should understand the difference. 1 mole of atom. What does mean by 1 mole? It means 6 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. See the large difference. Here is only 1. Here it is 6 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. Right? So both things are different. These are not same. AMU and gram both are not same. These are different things. Whenever AMU is given, they are talking about 1, 2, 3 or 10 atoms. But when it is given in gram, we are talking about large number. Okay. When gram is given, we are generally talking about large number of atoms. Okay. So I think you can even correct by yourself also the table. Okay. If you will not able to, then in the next class I will be explaining it or writing it again. So in the previous class, I have given one example that if H2SO4, 490 mu of H2SO4, they have given 490 mu, right? And they want you to calculate hydrogen atoms. They want you to calculate sulfur atoms. They want you to calculate oxygen atoms. First of all, as it is given 490 mu, so either you calculate the moles, okay, but it is, as it is given that in terms of AMU, so you can understood that it might be 1 atom, 2 atom or 3 atoms, right? So calculate atoms. I am saying molecules. So how many molecules will be there? If there was one molecule of H2SO4 will carry how much weight? It will carry 98 AMU. One molecule of H2SO4 will carry 98 AMU. So in 490 mu, molecules present will be 490 upon 98, that is 5 molecules. Only 5 molecules are present. Only 5 molecules. Only 5 molecules are present, and as only 5 molecules are present, and if you want to open this basket, you just open this basket. It has 2 H atoms, 1 sulfur and 4 oxygens. Okay, so total atoms, if you see the atomicity is nothing but total atoms. So atomicity in this case is 7 atoms per molecules. Is that okay? Beta, just it might be your network. The board for others is same, beta. Others are not complaining, beta. Tanushree, others are not complaining. They are having, right? So Tanu, just check your connection. There might be some issue with your connection, or leave the meeting and join it again. कैमरा वैसा किया हुआ है क्या थोड़ा सा? ठीक है. So as you have calculated, in one molecule there are 7 atoms. Okay, in one molecule there are 7 atoms, and in one molecule there are 2 hydrogen atom, 1 sulfur atom, 4 oxygen atoms. They are asking you hydrogen atoms. So in one molecule there are 2, so in 5 molecules it will be 2 into 5, that is 10 atoms. Sulfur atom, in each molecule there is only 1 sulfur, so in 5 molecules it will be 5 atoms of sulfur, 5 atoms of hydrogen. Oxygen, 4 into 5, they will be 20 atoms of oxygen, right? If they are asking total, either you can add all of these or you can solve total. So it will be 7 into 5, that will be 35. 35 atoms of total atoms. Okay, 35 atoms. So I think that will be everyone of, I do not think that any one of you will be having any doubt. I understand that everyone will be able to solve these things. There were other things which were asked. Number of protons, number of neutrons. Just check the answer. Number of electrons. So protons will be nothing but 50 into, as there are 5 molecules, in each molecule there will be 50 proton into 5, so it will come as 250. Neutrons, it will be only 48 into 5, so it will come as 240 neutrons. This is neutrons beta, na? Neutrons. Number of electrons, again 50 into 5, that is 250 electrons. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt beta? Is there any doubt in this problem? If you are taking 490 mu as 490 gram, beta, you are doing a very fundamental mistake. These both things are not same. Okay, you cannot write. If you go to the shop and you ask 2 liters of Coca-Cola, and they give you 2 ml, will you be happy? Both these are things not same beta. You are chemistry student, you are science student. You must understand that no one can, if someone wants to fool you, they should not, because you are knowledgeable, you understand the logic, you use your brain. That is why you are science student. So there is difference. As you are science student, you should use brain, right? No beta, in all case it will not be 50 beta. You have to calculate. I have told you how to calculate Dharmshot. Did you not revise the previous classes? Did you not revise the previous classes? Or were you not present in the last class? Were you present in the last class? That is why you are having problem beta. Everything cannot have same number of proton. 50 beta, you go. Hanok, you are not. You are focusing somewhere else. Hanok, will you open your camera? Hanok ka camera open karna. I am requesting you to open your cam so that we can interact. Please, Hanok. ये HNOK. HA. I will tell you, I will explain you. इनका वीडियो तो दिख नहीं रहा मुझे कैमरा. मोर पे करना अब एक बार. आस्क टू अनम्यूट करो आप बस. आस्क टू अनम्यूट. यस अनोक, Can you interact with me? I open my cam. दिख नहीं रहा है कहीं, उसका उसका वो कहाँ है? हाँ उसने, बेटा बोलो एक बार, say something. You should unmute yourself. You should unmute yourself. Beta, to calculate, you should remember some elements, atomic mass and atomic number. I have told you, I have given you the list for this purpose only. For example, hydrogen, it is having 1H1. If you know this thing, that its atomic mass is this, it means atomic mass is nothing but number of proton and neutron. So as it is given, you can easily interpret that it is having 1 electron, it is having 1 proton, and neutron in this thing is 0. If sulfur is given, sulfur is 16 and 32. So using this information, you can easily find out the electron are 16, proton are again 16, and neutron are again 16. And there are oxygens. Oxygen is 8 and 16. So for them, electron is 8, proton is 8, and neutron is 8. Right? If you add these things accordingly, for hydrogen, there are 2 hydrogen. So for example, proton. So there will be 2 proton of hydrogen, 1 sulfur, 16 for sulfur, 4 oxygen, 32, 4 into 8, 32. So protons will be 2 into 1 plus 16 plus 4 into 8. This is how we have calculated. Right, Anu? Is that okay? Is that okay with you? Is that okay with Anok? Is that okay with you? Tell me. Beta, yes. You need to, I am telling you, you need to understand, you need to follow the guidelines given by sir. Otherwise, you will be in a great problem. Okay, you do not worry about books and so many things. Whatever is taught in the class, you just go and revise all these things. All these things are very important. So what I have seen with my experience, that students do not get serious in first few classes, and they pay huge cost. So go and revise all the classes which I have taught you. That how to calculate proton electron. I have made a table. In the last class, we have done an example in which we have also again for sugar we have calculated electron, proton, and neutron. Right? So is it okay? Similarly, you can calculate anything, neutron also. Is that okay, beta? If anyone is having still doubt, then they can ask me on Telegram. I will try to reply them. Do not worry. Do not shy away. Okay? And do not get fear of me that I will be scolding you. Just ask me on, can you explain again why 490 mMO is? How can it be, beta? Okay, if you go and your father asks you to purchase 500 gram of 500, both are having different unit. If someone asks you to buy 5 kgs of sugar, so you will be taking 5 kg or 5 gram? 5 kg, is it 5 kg similar to 5 gram? Are both things are same? Huh? You go to the shop and you ask, both are different unit, both are having different meaning. One AMU is nothing but it is very small number, beta, 10 raised to minus 24 gram. How these both things can be same? It is, see this number, Tanu, is it okay now? 1 EMU is this. This number is written in short as 1 EMU. This huge number, okay? So go after the class and try to revise all the things which we have provided to you. Okay? And all the major things, I have compiled them into the single document, that is mole concept recently, which I have sent you. In that document, all the important things are present. Okay? Is that okay, beta? Shall we move ahead? Is that okay? I have even requested you to calculate the mass of KMNO4 and K2Cr2O7. KMNO4 and K2Cr2O7. I have also requested you. Any one of you have done this? Any one of you have done this? Any one of you have done this? You should. Are you guys having periodic table or not? Are you guys having periodic table or not? I should ask one simple question. Are you guys are serious about studies? Are you guys serious about your studies? Yes, someone has given me right answer. It is 158. 158. How did you calculate? You will add mass of potassium, that is 39. Okay. So then 55 of manganese. Then 4 into, as 4 oxygen atoms are present. If you add all these, you will get the number. What about K2Cr2O7? What about mass of K2Cr2O7? Do the same. Okay, it will come as 292, right? Do the same. Sorry, 294. The answer will be not 394 nahi beta, 294 Hinduja. It will come as 294. Just do me one thing. Calculate the mass of Na2SO4 dot 10H2O. I want all of you to calculate this. The mass of molar mass. Molar mass of this thing. Calculate the mass of Na2SO4 dot 10H2O. No, beta. You are wrong. You are wrong, Deepak. There are 10H2O. If you add only 10H2O, then it will be 180. Huh? It will be 180 for only 10H2O. No, beta. Varno kya? Come on, beta. Calculate it rightly. Yes, Vijay Kumar, thank you so much. It will be 2322. Again, it's an opportunity for all the students who have not still able to calculate molar mass. Just focus here. And I will be telling one important thing. See, Na2SO4, they are having 2 atoms of sodium. So it will be 2 into 23. Just remember here. 2 into 23. Then there is 1 atom of sulfur. So it will be only 32. Then 4 atoms of oxygen. It is 4 into 16. Is that okay? Now they are having, just remember, they are having 10 molecules of water. Write it down, 10 molecules of water. And if you see something like this, what happens? Just listen it carefully. What happens when sometimes when salt crystallizes means it gets solidified. During that process, it absorbs or adsorbs. Generally, it absorbs some molecules of the water. Okay, they absorb some molecules of the water, and this number shows crystallization. Okay, water molecule crystallization. How many water molecules are present? It is 10. Okay, it is 10. So 10 molecules of water. Okay, so during crystallization, they absorb some water molecules. So 10 molecules, you add this is 46 plus 32 plus 64 plus 10 molecules of water. Each water is having mass of 18. If you add all this, it will come as 322. Right? If someone asks you the molecular mass, that mass of one molecule. So remember, mass of one molecule will be, any one of you, just focus on unit. it is 322 AMU. If they ask you mass of one molecule, and if they ask molar mass means mass of 1 mole, mass of 1 mole. So it will be nothing but 322 gram per mole. So write all this and then we will move ahead. Okay? It is known as water of crystallization. So 10 molecules of water of crystallization. We have studied the formula of Mohr salt. Mohr salt have how many waters of crystallization? We have studied Mohr salt. We have studied alum, Fitkari, potash alum. We have also studied the formula of potash alum. Potash alum was having 24. Okay, Mohr salt is having 6. You do not need to remember all this. Things will come again and again, and slowly and gradually you will be able to remember all these things. Is that okay? Shall we move ahead? You write it down. You write it down. There is important concept of this thing. More example for what? Calculating molar mass? More example of what, beta? Mass of one molecule. Give a questions. We will do. I have already provided you beta questions. We should move ahead and you just try questions which are provided in the previous classes, beta. Deepak. Okay, I will give you one example. You calculate this. CuSO4. Another very important example. 5H2O. CuSO4.5H2O. Just calculate this. Just only one. You have missed beta. Try. I have already told you. Do not miss the classes. Beta, you are not. We are doing our Tejaswi. You have calculated it correctly, but you have missed one thing only. So Ajit, I understood. You are very smart. You have Googled it, isn't you? Ajit, that is very wrong. You should not cheat. It will not help you, beta. It will not help you. Ajit, you should not practice such thing. This is very wrong. You should not cheat. It will. Niharika, yes, that is okay, beta. That is okay. I am noting your name, Ajit. I will be talking to your friend. I am going to talk to your parent. Right? Ajit, if you are going to do such thing, if you are going to practice such habit, this is not right. If you want me to that by giving such answer and you will be able to impress me and all other your friends, that is very wrong. That will not help you in long term. Right? This is a very bad practice. So do not try to repeat it again. Yes. Okay. Okay. So you are saying, say sorry to full class. Say sorry to full class, beta. That is not. Okay. Okay. In the, see, we guys, okay. That's okay. That's okay, Ajit. That's okay. You just try to understand things. If you are Googling it, then you will not be learning. Okay. You are not learning. The whole idea behind these classes is so that you are able to learn. So if you are going to, so I have got the answer from Tejaswi. She did not add the mass of this 5 waters. So someone googled copper. If someone has googled copper, they can write 63.5. That is okay. If you are not knowing something, then try to cheat as less as you can. If you're not having, if you do not know the mass of copper, then that is okay. But we have already given, so it is okay. You cannot remember mass of everything. But in case of copper, you should have asked me the mass of copper, that is 63.5. Then sulfur, it is 32. For oxygen, it is 16. Then there are 5 molecules plus 5 into 18. Each molecule will be having 18 mass. So if you add it, yes, beta, so it will be coming as 249. Or someone has taken 363.1, then 249.5. That is okay. Both of them are okay. You do not need to remember all this, but just try to understand or comprehend how to calculate molar mass. Yeah, you can take beta. Do not worry. You do not need to remember. They will be giving you in the problem itself that the mass of copper is 63.5. So use it as that is there is no issue if you are using 64. That is also be completely fine. It is not expected from you to remember. But at least you should remember hydrogen, helium, lithium, potassium. These are some frequently occurring elements. As of now. So again, I am telling you this 249.5 is its mass number. If you add proton and neutrons of individual atom, you will get the same number. You can do at your home. If you are going to add the proton and neutrons of the individual atom, you will get the same answer. Also, if someone asks what is molecular mass, bole to mass of one molecule, so it is nothing but it will be expressed in terms of, so it will be 249.5 AMU. But if someone asks molar mass, what is its molar mass, then it will be having 249.5 gram. This is it. Is that okay? Molar mass of one molecule cannot be 249.5 gram. One molecule of this thing is not that much heavy. I have already told you these are tiny particles. The mass, the atoms and molecules, they are very tiny particles. Okay, very small particles. Shall we move ahead, beta? Shall we move ahead? You will be seeing such kind of problems. Which of the following is having maximum number of oxygen atom? Just solve it. Maximum number of oxygen atoms, right? Maximum number of oxygen atoms. The options are given: 18 milligram of H2O. They have given 34.2 milligram of sugar. They have given 6 gram of urea. They have given I have calculated copper wala na 249. So 249 microgram of copper sulfate dot 5H2O. Solve it. I am giving you 2 minutes, beta. I am giving you 2 minutes to solve. There is no shortcut, beta. There is no shortcut. Okay, you have to practice hard. Practice hard. You have to focus. You have to focus on studies. If you want to do good, if you want to do good or perform well in the exam, IITs, NITs, and medical colleges, these are the best places to live in. These are the best places where you can spend your time. So they are going to be most beautiful years of your life. So to achieve all that, you have to practice, you have to devote your time. It requires dedication and devotion. It requires your dedication and devotion. And so three things becomes very important. All starting from discipline, dedication, devotion, or other important thing, distraction from social media, TikTok, right? You have to avoid this. It is very addictive. You should know it is addictive in nature. It is equally addictive as alcohol. It is equally addictive as alcohol, drugs, or anything, tobacco and all. So you should avoid using all these things. This is not your age. You should not compare yourself with other students of commerce and art side. We require more time from you to devote on study, and you are going to enjoy it because the whole process is very well planned. There will be classes, there will be tests, there will be result, there will be meeting with your parents. So all things are well coordinated. So to enjoy all this, you need to have discipline, dedication. Discipline, where do you require discipline? You require to revise the notes. If you are not revising notes, again and again you will be asking me to, sir, explain it once again. Give one more example on solving molar mass. In all the classes we will be solving only molar mass. So I am having no issue. I will be solving, I will be telling you, it's my duty. But you should also perform your duty. So all these things comes under duty. It's a very big term, dharma. Okay, Mahabharata tells that dharma is karma. Okay, क्या बोल दिया मैंने? Dharma. Okay, you should focus here. You should have discipline, dedication, devotion. Revise the notes, solve the assignment. Okay, give the tests and listen to your teachers. This is very important. Should not compare with all the other students who are preparing, who are taking arts or commerce. We require more time, more devotion from your side. Just remember, IITs, NITs, and the campus of AIIMS or medical institutes, they are the best place to live in India. And many friends of yours are going to get selected, and they will be telling you in the future. I am also telling you because I have experienced it, right? So coming to the problem, beta, to solve maximum number of oxygen atoms, what I have told you, if weight is given, first thing I will do is calculate moles. If I am not getting the problems, I have given you one simple thing. You calculate moles, and using that moles, I will be calculating molecules. And using that molecules, I will be calculating atoms. How I will be calculating that? I will be writing. Just focus here. 18 milligram. So 18 milligram moles will be 18 into 10 raised to minus 3 upon molar mass. So they will come as 10 raised to minus 3 mole. Now you want to calculate molecules. So molecules are nothing but N into Na. So the answer will be 10 raised to minus 3 Na. So these are your molecules. Now you want to calculate atoms of oxygen. Each molecule of water is having only one atom of oxygen. So one atom of oxygen. So atoms of oxygen is nothing but molecules of H2O into 1. That is atomicity. So answer will be same. That is 10 raised to minus 3 Na. This is your answer. For 18 milligram, 34 milligram of sugar. Again, you will be calculating moles. So the moles will be 34.2 milligram, 10 raised to minus 3. Do not forget to put this 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, divided by the mass, that is 342. So if you calculate, then it will come as 10 raised to minus 3 mole. So try to put the unit, gram per mole, right? Try to write the unit. Again, the moles are same. Moles are same. If I am wrong somewhere, please do correct me. No, it will be 10 raised to minus 4. Sorry guys. It will be 10 raised to minus 4. Right? In that case, the molecules will come as 10 raised to minus 4 Na. So you have calculated the molecules. Now you want to calculate. This is 10 raised to minus 3. So atoms, here the atoms come as Na, molecules of H2O into 1. So they come as 10 raised to minus 3 Na. Forever. In this case, as each molecule of sugar is C12H22O11. So each molecule is having 11. So the answer will be, atoms will be 11 into 10 raised to minus 4 Na. So if you see, it will come as 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 3 Na. Okay. So there are some rules. If you are comparing, if you are adding, then try to equate the powers. Try to manage or adjust such that the powers of all the elements or all the components is same. So here I have adjusted the power. Now you can see easily that this cannot be our answer, because they are asking maximum. So in the case of maximum, at least 2 is having greater number of atoms as compared to first one. In the case of 6 gram of urea, again you calculate. So moles will be nothing but 6 upon 60, that is 0.1 mole. Molecules are nothing but 0.1 Na. Atoms, each will be having 6 atoms. So atom will be 6 into 0.1 Na. If you, NH2, CONH2, 1 atom. So you will be multiplying by 1. So they are having only 0.1 Na. So you can write it like 1000 into 10 raised to minus 3. 100 into 10 raised to minus 3 Na. So clearly you can see this is larger number as compared to previous one. This, if you calculate it, the moles will come as 249 upon 249, but it is given microgram. So micro will be having 10 raised to minus 6. It's a very small number, 1 into 10 raised to minus 6. But molecules, 10 raised to minus 6 Na. If you are going to calculate atoms of oxygen, so you see there are 4 atoms here. Then due to it is having 5 molecules of water. So this will be having 4 atoms from sulfate, this SO4 plus 5 from water. So it will be having total 9 atoms. 9 atoms of oxygen. 9 atoms of oxygen per molecule. Total molecules are this much. So it is 9 into 10 raised to minus 6 Na. So the correct answer in this case will be third. Is it okay, beta? How many of you got the right answer? How many of you got the right answer? Did you get it? I have solved it so that you can understand each and everything. I have solved it in very detail. Okay, just write it down or make a table in which first column can be mole. You can write it like this. Here it is mole, here it is molecules, here it is atoms of oxygen, Okay, so after calculating moles, let's say moles are, in first case the mole were 10 raised to minus 3, molecules will be 10 raised to minus 3 Na. Atoms, you know, it is nothing but atomicity into molecules. This is how we have calculated. Sir, for me last one is wrong. Okay, do not, okay, great. Do not worry, slowly and gradually you will be improving. So you will see, if you see previous year's question, you will see such kind of questions very frequently, and you can see this is going to take so much time. So you have to practice hard, so that without calculating also you are able to calculate the answer. See, here it is microgram beta, that is very less number, microgram. Okay, so it's a very less number. Here you can see more gram, it is milli, again it is milli. So you can somehow can able to predict or guess a intelligent guess. Intelligent guess is required sometimes. Intelligent guess, not the guess, it is required, as you are students of science. So there will be many situations in which you will be required to have intelligent guess, and it will come only through practice. Shall I rub it? Shall I rub it? Yes, okay, fine, thanks. I am giving you one more problem. In the next class, we will be discussing about average atomic weight and average molecular mass. Okay. So slowly we are becoming smart and smart. There is a question. How much weight or amount of of urea should be taken which contains same number of hydrogen atoms, I will be solving it, same number of hydrogen atoms as present in 1.6 gram of methane. I will be giving you 1 minute, then I will be solving it, because just try to understand how you are going to solve it. You are having 1 minute, then I will be solving it. I will try to provide you a DPP today, so that by the today evening might be, so that you are able to have more questions for practice. Practice. Okay, you need to require practice. Okay, let me tell you, if such things are given where there is a question is related to equality, it says equality, it wants to equal two things. They want to equal weight, or they want to equal molecules, or they want to take anything equal. So you have to find a relation which should be same in both. So they are asking how much weight should be taken, so that in the both thing, in the urea as well as in methane, number of hydrogen should be same. So they are asking you to calculate that number of hydrogen should be same. So you write it, number of hydrogen in urea, number of hydrogen atoms in urea must be equal to number of hydrogen atoms in methane. They have already given you an equation. Just try to solve it. They are asking you to calculate number of hydrogen atoms same in urea. So if you want to calculate number of hydrogen atoms in urea, what you are going to do? It's a shortcut, beta. Okay, it will take less time and it will take less space. It will also take less space to solve. How will you calculate number of hydrogen atom in urea? I have told you, if you want to calculate anything, you have to calculate mole. So what will you do? You will first try to calculate moles of urea. What you will be calculating? Moles into, as you have calculated moles, now you have to come to molecules. Okay, you want to calculate molecules. How will you? Moles into Na. If you have calculated molecules, then you have to multiply it with atomicity. For hydrogen, they want you to solve for hydrogen. This in left hand side, urea ka mole, and this will give molecules, and this whole will give hydrogen atoms. In this case, you first calculate moles, multiply with the Na, and multiply with atomicity of for hydrogen. Right? Let me solve it. Moles will be nothing. Moles is weight of urea upon its molar mass. The molar mass is nothing but 60. You can see Na will be cancel out. Atomicity in case of urea, there is only 4 atoms. So if you put 4 here also, weight is given 1.6 upon 16 gram per mole. Here it is also mole. Atomicity in this case is also 4. So this is also cancelled. So if you write such equation, it will help you to calculate, it will reduce your calculation. Now the equation is left with only this thing. Weight of NH2CONH2 is equal to 60 into 1.6 gram upon 16. So if you are solving it, it will come as 6 gram. Very simple. So it might look a very difficult. Yes, someone has given right answer. It might look a difficult question, but it is a very simple. Is it correct with everyone, beta? Is it clear with everyone? Is it clear with everyone? I will be giving one question for homework. Calculate weight of SO3, sulfur trioxide, which is having same number of oxygen atoms present in glucose. So this is your question for homework. 16 gram of glucose. So this is your homework. Try to solve it, and you can also send me the answers. Few of you are sending me answer, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate your energy, right? So I think is it clear, beta? So how was today's class? Did you like it, or you want me to improve it? I will be providing it at Telegram group. So call to management and ask him to add you in the Telegram group. Thanks, beta. Thanks. Okay, beta. We will be meeting tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Practice all the questions given by me in the today's class, and come in the class by solving this. Today we have just revised. We have learned. We did not learn the new concept. Okay, we just revised so that our concepts become more stronger. Our foundation become more stronger. Okay, in next class we will be discussing with average atomic mass and average molecular mass, some other few important concepts. Okay, beta. Thank you so much. We will meet tomorrow. Thank you, guys.